gold in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Said I'm getting thick, so I put it on.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
On the set. And look at me. Go. Check 99.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rock it.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, watch it.
Move. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Let's go.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down.
On the double.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
7. Check your butt.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Squeeze.
It'll be Minshew again. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
He's not going to get me. Slam.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers now to throw. Open man is Higgins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
At the 14-yard line.
Break.
59. Mike's 59.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. No score after 1 on EA.